Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day. Welcome to today's episode of How Are You Getting Fucked? I'm your host, Louis Rossman. Today we're going to be talking about the Fire TV and some updates that have been done to it that have just made this product even worse than it already was. Hi Louis, I wanted to bring to your attention the absolutely disgusting user interface update that Amazon has pushed out to the Fire TV. Not only is it a clunky mess of a product, it removes the home screen when your TV isn't connected to the internet, completely removes it like it's a software as a service product that needs a connection. It used to be that the ads wouldn't show up and you could access the apps you downloaded, but you can't do that anymore. I can't access my own self-hosted content through Jellyfin because it doesn't display it. I just wanted to bring this to your attention. Now, I did a little bit of research into how the Amazon Fire TV works, and there are some intricacies here. You can access some of this stuff. It's just they went out of their way to make it as much of a pain in the ass as possible. So let's talk a little bit about how a Fire TV works. So a Fire TV with no internet connection is not going to show the home screen or the owner's installed applications, including any self-hosted media applications like Plex, Jellyfin, Kodi. So if I use something like Kodi to be able to play back my legally purchased Blu-rays, using the sadly illegally ripped file that I use my BDR2213 to put on my server, it's not going to do that even though I have actually paid for that content. It's not going to show those apps, I should say. It's not going to show them. It's going to give you home is unavailable. The only way to launch those particular applications is to go settings, applications, manage installed applications, and then click on the application you want and then click launch application. This is massively, massively inconvenient, and the entire point of buying one of these things rather than just attaching a desktop PC to your television is that it's supposed to make things easier, and this goes out of its way to actually make things more difficult. What makes things even worse is that since January 31st, 2026, Amazon is actually blocking the installation of applications that it flags on Fire OS sticks that people already own, and it's usually going to display something like application installation blocked, and it's going to say this app has been blocked because it provides access to unlicensed content. So even if you legally own the content, it doesn't matter, simply because that application could potentially be used to access unlicensed content, you can't use it. Even though your end-to-end encrypted communications are all completely legitimate, simply because a pedophile could use an encrypted application to share content that is child porn, the police need the ability to read all of your messages and scan them all the time with chat control. Even though a 3D printer can be used to make an infinite number of things that are not an AR-15 that shoots up school children, simply because you could use a 3D printer to create what looks like, it doesn't even function as, but what looks like a gun, California wants all of your 3D printer files to get uploaded to a company that is partnered with fucking Palantir to read what your 3D printer is doing. Do you see a pattern over here where they are consistently going after the tool rather than people who misuse the tool, and how every device is just getting shittier and shittier and shittier so that somebody else can have more control over everything that you do? The newest Fire 6 cannot install any application from outside Amazon's App Store. The Fire TV Stick 2026 and the Fire TV Stick 4K Select run Vega OS, Amazon's operating system, which is not based on Android, and thousands of existing Fire TV apps no longer run on them. Offline, a Fire TV Stick typically shows an error like home is unavailable instead of its home screen, and installed apps can be opened only by navigating to settings, applications, manage installed applications, which is a pain in the ass. And my personal favorite is what they did to the home screen. Let's check this out. So this is what the home screen used to look like. You hit the home screen, you got all your apps in a nice little table. It's pretty easy to tell where your apps are. So I have Twitch over here, Plex over there. I could have all my stuff, manage them, developer menu. And now you have this. You have only one row of apps, teeny tiny in the bottom, and then you have a giant fucking ad, and it says learn more, and I don't want to learn more. I don't want to see the fucking ad. There's nothing I can do to get rid of it. It's very annoying. From PC World, Mr. Newman summarized the arrangement. It's no less a reminder that your value to Amazon is not what you pay for the Fire TV hardware, but on what else it can sell you now that you have bought it. You cannot control which streaming services feed the home screen recommendations, and you can't hide or reject rows such as next up for you. So it's going to consistently advertise things to you that you can buy, and it doesn't even allow you to curate what the ads are. If you listen to Amazon explain what the bullshit reasons are for this, Amazon's VP of Fire TV says that Vega was an opportunity for us to continue to innovate and deliver more capabilities, even on the least expensive devices. And they also said that side-loaded apps, and I quote, facilitate piracy, and other apps can carry malware. In my opinion, the only malware here that we're talking about going on a Fire TV is their own updates, which there has been a class action lawsuit over because their updates have been so bad that they left the first and second generation Fire TV sticks, which were released in 2014 and 2016, and I quote, slow, difficult to use, or effectively inoperable because they are so fucking bad. The third-party applications are not what is hurting the Fire TV. Your own software updates are hurting the Fire TV because you send those software updates not caring if it fucks up the old device because that'll just get people to buy the new one. which is exactly what you could expect from a company that tells you that if you sign up for Amazon Prime, you get ad-free video, and then a month later puts ads inside the video and says, if you want ad-free video, you can pay us more money, but we're not giving you your money back for the subscription that you already paid for, based on the idea that there were not going to be ads in your video. You don't hate Amazon enough. You don't hate the executives at Amazon enough. But someday, maybe you will. I think you should. That's it for today, and as always, I hope you learned something. Please do contribute things like this to the Consumer Rights Wiki. As I said in yesterday's live stream, I'm exhausted. I'll post a link to it down below. I don't have the ability to go over all this stuff myself. I have a lot of things going on. I have one company that's actively suing me, one company that wants to sue me, all the investigative work I was doing for the 3D printer stuff, for the Taylor, Texas stuff, and my standard, trying to run a business that actually works and is not run into the ground, a nonprofit, and a tour. Working on a tour, trying to work on reforming the DMCA and other shitty laws in the country, going all over the country. Got people that are organizing the tour, have somebody managing a set of lobbies. Like, I got a lot of stuff going on. So when you email me something like this, and I say, hey, can you write a consumerrights.wiki article about it? Please do. Because I don't have the time to do this all the time. I would like to sleep every now and then. If you are somebody that thinks that you can help with this, if you're somebody that would like that thinks that maybe you would be helpful at helping me investigate the thousands of things that are in my inbox. Right now, we're looking at a total of 2,346 unread emails. You'd like to pick out the stories that are worthwhile. You would like to do the deep dives necessary to actually dig into what is going on with these stories. Not just this is what the mayor said, but this is the mayor's best friend, who just so happens to work for a company that sells products to AI data centers, right as he's grooming his friend to become a mayor that can't get pushed out of office, who is going to push through the data center. Like, if you really want to help me get to the nitty-gritty of those things, email me, youtube@rossmangroup.com. I haven't really finished putting together what the structure of this would look like as a job yet. Haven't done that. But I'm thinking about it. That's for today. And as always, hope you learned something. See you in the next video. Bye now.
We also have the duty not to infringe the IP rights in the process. It is in fact the manufacturers who have the relevant rights, not consumers.